invited to a Hispanic leadership meeting that Lieutenant Governor Dewhurst is having. And in that meeting, he was talking about 2 to 3 year visas, double thumbprints.
Having a tamper-proof ID card would be extremely important. And I think it's going to be important not only for those individuals who are going to have them, but it's also going to be important for the employers. It's going to be important for all of us. Everybody wants to make sure that not only are people here lawfully and legally, but they're also here in a way that they cannot be abused by the process and by the system. And having a tamper-proof identification card is going to be extremely important.
Now,
and there are a number of different proposals. I mean, some of the two, but there are a number of different proposals.
And I was told today by this guy, they do not trust Obama anymore. One shot is all they had, and they blew it. They feel like he lied to them. So it's a great opportunity to reach into the Hispanic community and say,
well, I think we have to do a couple of things. But we also have to be consistent with who we are and consistent with our values. Controlling the border is one upon which we cannot compromise. It is going to be, if the import of the question is, Michael, there's an opportunity there for Republicans and conservatives to have a conversation with the Hispanic community in a way that may be able to bring Hispanics to the party and bring Hispanic voters to us as candidates. I would agree with you. But I think we're going to have to find, a number of ways, even how we talk about this issue. There's a compassionate way that we can talk about it, even though we're talking about controlling the border. And of course, and that's why I said this is a Texas two-step. And then at Texas two-step, we control it first, then we move to the issues of how do we move people along to citizenship. I can look and see you got a ring on your finger.
right,
So you at least have a wife, maybe kids.
little girl.
And I think, we understand that somebody sitting there in perhaps abject poverty or with limited financial opportunities, we can understand one wanting to come to this country.
Right.
And we're not saying don't come. I mean, there's a significant part of our economy that depends upon that labor force, but we want to come in a certain kind of way.
I think when you're right, there is a way to do that. But to those, once we secure the border, to those who are on that side, they're not going to have an option but to do it illegally, because hopefully it'll be too difficult to come across. Keep our fingers crossed. But to those who are here, that's all I think anyone's truly concerned
We have a couple other conversations. I think they're going to judge us, I would imagine, by how we have this conversation about people who are living to the south of us, who have a desire to come here.
They want to see the
And then they're also going to want us to have a conversation about people who are already here. They're going to want us to have that conversation about how we go about the business of creating jobs and prosperity and wealth in this country. How do we expand the opportunities for young folks who are here so they can get the learning tools so they can become the leaders of tomorrow. They want to have a conversation with them about how we're going to provide energy in a way that's clean and abundant and reliable and affordable, and how we're going to do it in a way where it's safe and clean. So they're going to want to know, what kind of conversation are you going to have with me, who's already here, and here in a way that's legal, that reflects upon my life and the life of my family.